Hi everybody, I'm with Christopher Tan, okay, a super guru, and he has found
Pay back what I owed.
well, okay, he said pay back what I owe, but we have found the Yong Siak Street, and I'm so happy, right? So he found this place, right? So it's just incredible, right? And I'm very happy to do this great lunch, and I'll be taking my time to juice him dry again of some of his wisdom, okay? But we eat first for now. Hello everybody, this is Christopher Tan. We are here for a informal chit chat since the year is ending right now. So we just finished our yummy char siu rice that he promised and he delivered. Okay, someone still owe me. I just wonder which company owe me. Okay, but anyway, so thank you for joining us today.
Most welcome. It's a pleasure to be here.
Very interestingly, he was just commenting on the looks, and I'm recommending him some skincare to apply. So
I said, no way. It's already very good today that I apply. I mean, I have been applying moisturizer. That's about it. Sunblock only when the sun is really sunny. So please don't get me started on another few bottles of skincare products.
It's my duty to make him look younger. So I want to make him, whatever has made me look younger, I want to make him look younger as
It
well.
wasn't you, it was your wife.
Okay, I would just like to share with everybody some of his reflections of the year. So now 2024 is coming to an end. How do you feel about the last 2024 in maybe a few angles like money, health, life, and things like that?
Yeah, so I think generally from the business perspective, I think 2024 has been very kind for us, right? I mean, markets have generally done very well, except for, the last few days or the last 1 week, whereby the markets fell. But overall, it's still been a wonderful year. And being a company that primarily our revenue comes from asset under management, so that has helped the company as well. And this year, I think, is probably one of the best years over the last 20 years in terms of not just asset under management, but also in terms of profit. So business-wise, no complaints.
God has been kind.
God has been kind all the time. And in terms of staff strength, I mean, we have also grown quite a bit.
How many staff do you have right now in
I
Provident?
think right now we are probably closer to 60 people.
哇，大公司了，大頭家, remember?
No.
Yeah, big boss.
And we are still poised for growth next year.
Very
So
good.
business-wise, really no complaints. It's been good. In terms of family-wise, my daughter came back from Melbourne finally after studying there for 2 years.
Lucky never find Ang Mo and get married and won't come back.
Yeah, thankfully. Okay, it's not about the Ang Mo. Thankfully, she didn't get married and stay there.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, so in a way it's great because the family has reunited. It's always good to have your children back with you. And it's good that she has started a job. So both my kids are working right now, which means that my disposable income is now more because I don't have to give them any more allowances.
Never thought of that angle. Yes.
And don't have to pay school fees anymore.
Okay.
So that's great. But on the downside, because they've all grown up, they have their jobs, I think being empty nest is becoming more real.
But are they still staying with you?
Yeah, they're still staying, but at their age, and we've been through that age before. I mean, they have their own things. They don't come back as early as in the past. So most times it's just my wife and me, right? So emptiness is becoming more and more real for us. In terms of health, I think this year is a year whereby I really focus a lot more on my health. I mean, we were just having a chat. So I think I've been a lot more intentional.
Okay.
I've always been focusing on fitness. What that means is that, I exercise, I run a lot. Last year, I did a lot of running and all that.
How much is a lot?
Okay, last year, I was running every day. And on the weekends, you won't believe it, on a Saturday and a Sunday, I can run 3 times in a day. So morning, lunch, and dinner.
How long?
Not very long, maybe between 30 to 45 minutes. Yeah.
Per time?
Per time.
Wow. One weekend, you run 3 times a day?
Yes.
What are you made of, man? You're 50 years old already.
So that's why I say last year was a time where...
Wait, last year 2023 or 2024?
2023.
Okay.
Or the previous year, depending on when this thing is going to go out.
Sure.
Yeah, so the downside of that is that maybe a bit too much. So it actually quite harmful for the knee.
Oh.
Yeah. This year, yes, I still focus a lot on fitness, but I think this year I've been a lot more intentional to focus on my health.
Okay. How do you maintain your health?
And inspire everybody, please.
Yeah, so basically I worked on the 5 areas of my health. So firstly, nutrition. So I've been a lot more intentional about the kind of food that I put into my body.
Just now went to eat char siu rice, never eat rice.
Never eat rice, yeah.
Eat gui teh, a few pieces of meat. And then he talks so much about this bak chor mee that I have to try, and he didn't take one strand of noodle.
I poison you, but I never eat.
Hai Siwa and himself really eat very little. Yeah, malnutrition.
Yeah. So it's not about eating little. It's about the kind of food you put into our body.
Sure.
Right. So I'm low carbo. So I only eat some people don't eat carbo. Okay. So I eat 1 carbo meal a day, which is breakfast, and then lunch and dinner I try very hard not to eat carbo. Focus more on protein. So that is the nutrition part, the food part. Exercise I still do. So this year in terms of exercise, I run 4 times a week. So on 246, I do what I call my zone 2 training. Zone 2 training means that you run at about 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. Now, if you don't know what's your maximum heart rate, just go to the website and you can calculate your maximum heart rate, right? If you wear a Apple Watch or any other sports watch, you would be able to know whether.
So what is your maximum heart rate?
My maximum heart rate, my zone 2 is about 137, 38.
Wow, so true.
Yeah, so because I look at it,
Sure.
So you just divide by 0.6, 0.7, you get your maximum heart rate. 246, I do my zone 2. I run for about 35 to 45 minutes. And then on a Sunday, I do what we call VO2 max training. VO2 max is the maximum oxygen that your heart can take. And VO2 max training is basically interval training. So I run, for example, very quickly. I run as fast as I can for 1 minute. Then I recover for 1 minute, and then I run, and I do it 8 times. So that's VO2 max. So 2, 4, 6, I do zone 2. Sunday, I do VO2 max. And then 1, 3, 5, I go to the gym to do strengthening. So I carry weights to strengthen my
For how long?
muscle. Well, it depends on the number of sets I do, because I have workout A and workout B. Workout A is 3 sets. When I say 3 sets, it means 3 superset.
Superset.
Okay, so 1 superset is, for example, if I'm doing my shoulder, I will do a bench press, okay, and then I will do something else, a side lift, for example. So that's 1 set, right?
How heavy?
Not very heavy. I mean, at my age, I cannot carry maybe 10, 12 kg dumbbell. Yeah,
okay.
Not very heavy. Yeah, so I mean, at this stage, we are not really trying to look macho or good. We are just trying to, like when I sit, I must be able to sit straight. When I stand, I must be able to stand straight, right? So that's strengthening. Okay, so that's the second. So first, nutrition. Second is strengthening. And then the third is sleep. I try very hard to sleep 7 to 9 hours.
You can get so much hours of sleep.
I try.
You CEO of a big giant company now.
I try. Okay, no, I actually can sleep early, not a problem. But somehow trying to sleep for 7 hours is the tough part. But I try. I do get, I would say, on average, maybe 6 hours, 30 minutes. I'm trying to push myself to 7 to 9 if I can.
Sure.
Okay, so sleep. Of course, knowing how to take a break. One thing that's very important for me is doing something that I enjoy, right? So which I think I'm very fortunate to be able to be in a job whereby I really enjoy. And then last but not least, medicine if necessary, supplements. So I take vitamin D because I'm vitamin D deficient.
Okay. That's sunlight, right?
That's sunlight. Okay. Yeah. But in Singapore, it's very hard. Even if you go out and run every day, you can still be vitamin D deficient. How do you test that? Just do a blood test,
I see.
Then, yeah, I'm not one that advocates taking all sorts of supplements. I don't think there is a need to, because a lot of the supplements you can come from a food. But yeah, there are certain supplements that's very hard to sort of have enough. Like vitamin D, so I take a bit of vitamin D, and then I take this thing called antioxidant, astaxanthin, and then I take fish oil.
But that's quite a lot of supplement you're taking.
Not that much, really not that much, yeah. And then
ginseng.
Well, that covers all.
Yeah, ginseng. He's more and
No, I got the one. But ginseng I don't take regularly.
Yeah.
Because ginseng take regularly is very expensive. I don't have a few 100 million, remember? Yeah. So
it's gonna start again.
I'm consistent.
Okay, I'll try to push you on.
So, and then the other one that I take probiotics because I have IBS. So I take probiotics.
What's IBS?
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Okay.
Yeah, so I see. So this year I have been a lot more, like I said, intentional about maintaining health, because there is a difference between health. But as long as companies continue to be present, and fitness, you can be fit, but not necessarily.
Yeah, a lot of people, go run marathon and
unfortunately they passed away.
That kind of thing.
Yeah,
they're very fit but no health.
Yeah, so yes, call out to all those people whom you want to be fit, you enjoy outdoor, you want to do strenuous exercise like running, marathon, and cycling. My advice to you: do a good health check, especially go and do a CT angiogram. Make sure that your heart is healthy enough to take the stress of the exercise, right? Don't just go and run just because you are fit, but make sure you are healthy and fit. So I've been very intentional to make sure that I'm not just fit, but I'm also healthy.
So after all this rigorous regime of exercise and supplements and sleep, do you feel yourself actually, healthier?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
How do you feel? How do you know you're healthier?
energy level. That's one thing that is for sure. I mean, I think how you feel is a manifestation of your health, right? And I think I look better as well because I'm able to sit straight, I'm able to stand straight. I can wear a shirt like that without my tummy showing. Doesn't mean that I don't have belly fat. I still have, but very minimal.
Go lah, I was that, man. Nothing, man.
Because I'm breathing,
I got more than
I'm
you.
breathing in right now.
Okay.
It will come out when I stop. Yeah, so I think at our age, my age, you're much younger than me. Yeah, so
Not much,
I'm going to turn 55 years old, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be 53. We're very far away.
And there are many people who say that at our age, we still look all right. We are not obese, right? We don't look cao lao, and a lot also has got to do with we don't smoke. I cannot say I don't drink, but I don't drink excessively.
I see.
And something that I shared with you earlier is that both of us have always been advocating that people should save and accumulate their wealth. Especially one day when you retire, no longer earn an income, you need money.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah. That's the whole philosophy behind 1M65.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But the one thing that people might have neglected is health. And just like wealth, it takes time. You need a runway to accumulate your wealth. I mean, very few people, they are born with inheriting a large amount of wealth, right? So it takes time to accumulate wealth, and it's the same for health.
Oh, you also take a long time to accumulate your health.
Yeah, you cannot say when you reach 60 years old.
Then you start exercising.
Or you say that when I retire at 60 years old, now I got money, right? Oh, I also got that health to do the thing that I want. It doesn't happen that way, right?
Yeah.
So it takes time to actually accumulate towards your health. And if we have got ikigai, we've got things that we want to do, meaningful things that we want to do on a daily basis. Now you have time, you have the money, but you're not going to be able to do it if you have no health.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Okay.
So start to accumulate towards your health. And the last thing I want to say about health is this. A simple way to motivate you is to think about the last 10 years of your life. We all don't know when, but we all will have the last 10 years of our life. What are the things that you hope to still be able to continue to do? That hiking, that walking, that cycling, that running, that carrying your grandchildren from the ground up, playing with your grandchildren.
Sure. Fly.
Yeah, or be able to catch up with the young kid running around the playground. Maybe some of you want to still be able to stand and cook. You want to go marketing and carry grocery. It is not going to happen if we don't accumulate towards that.
I never thought of health as a process like wealth like that you need time, right? I always believe that you can eat 50 years of life, like all the kway chap, that's actually what I do. Kway chap, xiu ba, whatever, and then last few years, then you detox and live healthy life.
It's like compounding.
Yeah.
If you miss the first 10 years, yes, you can start later. Yes, you can. And it's better to start than never, right? But the truth, the fact is that you would have missed the first 10 years of compounding, right? So the health's the same. Of course, you can start when you are 60, but you would have lost that last 10 years, last 20 years of compounding.
I see.
Right? So wherever you are today, I would say start small, do something.
So maybe a bit about money, okay, wealth and things like that, and we go about family and life. How is the last 2024, last 12 months for you in terms of wealth, family and all this, and life?
I mean, in terms of money, I don't think that has changed very much for me, right? Because for me, I just basically invest regularly, right? So every month I set aside some money.
So you DCA?
DCA, yeah, DCA. Okay, yes. Okay, I paused for a while because don't know whether I really like the term called dollar cost averaging.
You just invest?
I just invest regularly, right? I never see it from a point of I am dollar cost averaging because DCA seems to give a person that impression that you are averaging down, right? You're buying cheaper and cheaper, right?
Yeah.
But you're actually, if the market goes up like this year, DCA is a bad idea because you're buying more and more and more and more and more expensive, right? Yeah. So I never saw it as DCA. It's just that, I mean, most of us, we earn an income. If we are prudent, we have savings, surpluses, and then you just regularly save. So I regularly save, right? So, and thank God markets are good. So in terms of wealth, yes, definitely that has improved. Now that my children, they don't need me anymore financially, I also find that I've got more money, right? And it's a very good feeling to be able to do things that I want to do without considering whether I have enough. Like if I feel like I need to go for a holiday, which I'm going tomorrow, after this recording, I'm going to Taichung. And it's a really last minute decision. My children, the office happened to close, got time together, and my wife said, let's go. And then we booked the tickets like 2 weeks ago, and it's super expensive because you're booking last minute. But we have reached that stage of our lives whereby, okay lah, yes, it's a lot more expensive, but it's not that we cannot afford it, and it's not going to make a big dent on our savings.
Few $100 million savings, not going to affect it.
Yeah, few $100 million savings that you
That
are
you
going to
have.
share with me. So I think it's not just me. I think many of us will have reached that stage of our lives whereby we can make such decision, and
That's it.
I'm just grateful that we are able to do it. I mean, we weren't like that 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
We are not spendthrift people. We
Sure.
live a simple lifestyle. I stay in a HDB. You stay in a HDB, plus you have a summer palace. You have, Ma?
JB lah. My JB house, if I sell it, I cannot even afford a 3-room HDB now in Singapore.
It's not the amount. The fact is you have a summer palace.
Okay.
I don't have.
You choose not to have.
I have
okay?
a summer palace in the storeroom.
Your car bigger than mine.
Car bigger.
Yeah, it's car bigger than mine.
But
You
cheaper.
just, where I got cheaper. Mine's a 1.5 liter Honda. It's forested, very big, engine bigger.
Car
Yeah.
big doesn't make any difference. I
Yeah.
can drive a big truck.
But also get to share with you that our values are quite aligned, right? We don't live luxuriously, we drive simple cars. But he's a bigger, like 10 times, 100 times bigger tauke of a big mega company. Mine is a small one.
Big company, but maybe surplus lesser. Because I got to make sure that got more headcount, Ma.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have, Ma.
But you're
So
okay.
when your revenue is 10 million,
Yeah.
you keep 9.9 million.
Yeah.
My revenue can be 10 million, but
I
keep a lot less.
I wish. I wish.
I told myself I don't want to be like them.
67.
No, I'm not.
Being 70.
No, the retire wrong spelling. It's not RETIRE.
And it's what?
It's RETYRE. Most people that I know that try and speculate in the short term, they don't do as well as people who invest long term. Right? Your money decisions must follow your life decisions.